Hi lady, I'm back for video number 1 in this video training series. And I will keep these short and quick and to the point so that you get really tangible info that you can go ahead and apply right away. So video number 1 I said is going to be about, which it is, why you should personally connect with your clients and why that really matters. Now let's say you're not really sure who they are right now, or you're putting stuff out there and they're not connecting. So right now these clients aren't clients, they're just leads. That's totally okay. We can definitely start there because I want to teach you how a lead can be turned into a client with one honest to God conversation. And we'll talk about that in video number 2. But right now, I want to talk to you about getting personal because a lot of times we're told to start to draft out, who our ideal client is. And if a few of you are familiar with the concept of an ideal client avatar, you'll know what I'm talking about. And for those of you who aren't, that's totally okay. So an ideal client avatar is just, you pouring out your ideas on a scratch piece of paper of who you think your ideal client is or who you want them to be. So a lot of times we're like, this shit is really hard because I have to make this up. Okay, maybe who do I want to work with? I could work with anybody. Should I work with men? Should I work with women? Should I work with both? Who are they? This is really hard. And this stuff took me the longest time to get intact. But think of your business as a house. And your ideal client, figuring out who they are, is the foundation of your house. Now, let's say you speed past that process like I did, and you go for list building and program launching and all that stuff you think all these successful people are doing to make money. Yeah, that's great, but they've built their houses on really good, solid cement. So they have great foundations. But if you fast forward past your ICA, past your ideal client, then you've built a house on stilts, which I did. And what will happen? It will blow down. It will fall down. I use the little example of the 3 little pigs rhyme and the big bad wolf coming and blowing your house down. And I say the big bad wolf is your competitor because it's true. And if your house is made of sticks, which mine was, he'll just blow you right down. So that's why putting in the work now for this stuff is so important. And I'm going to make it really, really simple for you because I wish someone had done that for me. I want you to screw and scrap everything you think about your ideal client right now and that, oh God, they're a stranger I have to talk about. No, we're going to forget all of that. I'm going to give you the secret sauce. Are you ready to write it down? Your ideal client is you. I'll repeat that for effect. Your ideal client is you. And you might be saying, what? And to some of you, this might be making sense because you've been drafting it out and it seems like this person seems a lot like me. And if this has happened, it's because it's for a reason. This took me the longest time to realize, but this is why the way I teach business especially is it's about heart, it's about service, and it's about real impact. Because ultimately, you are helping somebody just like you. Think about, when you were in your lowest of lows, going through a crisis, your rock bottom moment, maybe you wished, damn, I wish I had somebody there to hold my hand and help me and just understand what I'm going through and to help me get to the other side. But let me guess, there's no one, right? I had no one either. This is why we are in this position we are in now. This is the reason why we are entrepreneurs. It's because we had to go through all the crap. We had to go through all the stuff, figuring all this out to get to this place. Where you are right now, I want to just affirm that you are in the exact place that you need to be right now. You went through this and you're here now to go back in time and help that person who's just like you. Because if they're like you, your past, your rock bottom moment is their present. It's what they're facing right now. And they're you 10 years ago, 2 months ago, whatever it may be. And they're saying, is there someone out there who understands me and can help me get through this? Guess what, ladies? That's you. You've got a job. You've got a duty now. You've got someone to help. And how unique is that? And how credible can you be there if you're helping someone just like you? There's no competition there, and that makes you totally unique because only you have your story. Is this making sense now? Are you asking yourself why no one is talking about this? It's because this stuff is really confusing sometimes and it's hard to grasp. It's so easy in theory, but it's hard in practice. And a lot of us avoid it because it can be emotional. But I want to tell you and encourage you to power through that emotion because you're going to thank yourself so much later. My whole spiel is about vulnerability. And if you're not willing to be vulnerable, this stuff is going to get hard. And, if you want to, listen to this video and then say, okay, I got it, and then go past it and, list build and do all of those like fast forwarding techniques to propel your business, that's great. No hard feelings at all. Go do that. But I'm telling you, you might, because this happened to me and I fell on my ass about 4 months ago when I hit famine mode because I did all of that. I want to teach you so you can learn from my mistakes that it doesn't work down the long term because something will come and blow a hole in the shoddy foundation that you might have built, and your clients will stop coming. Your business model will falter, and all these things happen to me. The money will stop coming. And you'll wonder why. It's because you weren't really talking to the right person in the first place, and you weren't really saying what they needed to hear. You weren't really giving them the transformation that they wanted. So please take this seriously. Don't worry, I'm fun, but this is really serious stuff. So video number 1, I want you to, if you have any homework right now, I'm giving you a little bit of work to do. I want you to sit down, shut this video off, and write a letter to that person. Don't start making a detailed list of who they are. They're like you. So write a letter to them. Give them a name. And if you have to, write a letter to yourself. You might cry. You might want to break out the ice cream. You might have a Bridget Jones diary moment, and that is totally okay. That was me for like a week. I was on the floor. But this is what was the result. I'm here teaching women how to own and say what they do, and if you're saying, how does Diane know what she's doing? It's because I was on the floor for a week crying and doing all this stuff. So if you do it too, I can promise you it will make a difference. And you will not only have a great foundation, you will have business that is of impact, of real service, and that changes lives. Not a lot of people can say that. You might even leave a legacy behind. And that is huge. I think that's better than living life on your terms. I think being a part of something bigger than yourself and leaving something behind for the world to see is a huge thing. So if you're on board with that concept, then go write a letter. And I am here for you. And I thank you for watching this video. I am Diane Paula, your client conversationalist, and stay tuned. Video number 2 will be coming to you shortly. Thanks for listening. Bye.